here, and welcome to Cut That Promo! Mr. Rosenberg was kind enough to text me what he wants me to say about him, so bear with me. It is my distinct pleasure and honor at this time to introduce to you, from Longmeadow, Massachusetts, standing 6'1" and weighing 200 pounds. He is the man that can cure any disease with his words. He is the man that Pro Wrestling Illustrated voted... What is this? Sexiest Pro Wrestler of the Year 2009, 2010, and 2011.
You got it!
The man that every other man aspires to be. Yeah. And the man that every woman, including my wife... Come on! Ladies and gentlemen, Christian Rosenberg!
Mr. Benjamin Thomas, so eloquently. My name is Christian Rosenberg, and I am known throughout Southern California as the voice of choice for professional wrestling. Thank you. Thank you. Now, those of you might not be too familiar with me if you don't go around the wrestling scene around California, but for a number of years, I actually, before I became the voice of choice, was a referee. I think we got it. There I am. So young, so full of life. Now, during my time as a referee, let's just say, guys didn't really treat me with the most respect in the world. And I thought I could kind of tell stories about it, but instead I figured we'd do a dubstep montage about it. We get a towel to wipe this beer, and we'll get this video playing, so we can kind of see what I'm talking about real quick. I've been shit for days after this. Even other referees kick my ass. This is a large black man. And crossface applied.
Oh man, that's great. Oh, you look like there's so much pain.
That actually dislocated my shoulder. And that gave me a concussion, as you see here. So yeah, thank you so much. I got a towel now. So yeah, as you can see, I thought you're all multi-talented Benjamin Thomas. Thank you so much. There was a lot more beer spilled than I thought. So, needless to say, I decided I need to branch out from being a referee, and I was thinking to myself, what is some of my best qualities? And it's my obnoxious voice. So I left being inside the ring, and I hung out about 20 feet to the side with a microphone, and I became known throughout California as the voice of choice. Now, many improvisers here, I've been also at IO for a number of years, and tons of the other improvisers, friends of mine, are fascinated by the fact that I work in pro wrestling, and they're telling me, Christian, I have what it takes. I know I can be in that ring and be great. They figure I have the look, I have the charisma, I can talk, I can do everything with the exception of actually wrestle. So I figured, all right, if all you think you can actually do this, let's try to prove it tonight in front of a live crowd, huh? Does that sound good to you? Now, I was thinking I could just sit here and judge it by myself, but I figured I could use a little help. You know, someone who's been on the main stage in wrestling for a number of years now. He's traveled all over the world. He has stood face to face in the ring with the good, the bad, and the boogeyman. And you know, I can talk about all his title reigns and everything like that, but this probably describes him better. You have another video.
Yeah. John Morrison. One of the most dynamic superstars in the WWE today. Style. John Morrison uses his environment in any way possible.
You never know what's coming next for this young man.
The guru of greatness. The shaman of sexy. The honcho of hotness. Morrison's got so many tricks in his bag.
I taught him all these moves.
So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my special guest, or cut that promo, John
especially on St. Patrick's Day.
I'm sorry.
I set this beer up right by my chair. The boys enjoy spills it. But anyway, let's get on with this show.
Here, have a seat, John. Have a seat. Look at this. We got guys with belts here. We got people. Why? That's just very hard.
We appreciate it. Represent.
That's right. Now we just kind of saw a little video up there. A lot of your in-ring action, but obviously. The glasses. It's just, a lot of times also, as many wrestling fans know, in an average 2-hour episode of Raw, there's about 34 minutes of actual wrestling. So a lot of the time is spent on the microphone cutting promos. I'm sure, on the road, there are, times we might have some, I don't know whether it were classes or
absolutely. And the name of the show tonight is Cut That Promo.
That's right.
And everybody here probably knows the only way to infer whether or not your promo is a success is...
And probably by the fans' response, I'm sure.
Actually, it's Vince McMahon. Whether or not Vince McMahon likes your promo is the only way to know whether or not it is a success.
Interesting.
And Vince McMahon is also crazy, so it becomes even more difficult.
Really? I had no idea about that.
There's this one time in particular, I was cutting a promo on Ted DiBiase Jr., the $1 Million Man's son, and the gist of the promo is he's an opportunist, raised with a silver spoon, a child of privilege, going back and forth with the writers all day. Vince
kind of like rich guy, poor guy.
Yeah.
Even though the poor guy wears a mink coat to the ring.
It's wrestling. Reality sometimes can be neglected. Let's just go with it.
Sure. All right, fine.
Vince keeps not liking it until eventually, 30 minutes before the show is supposed to start, he hand writes a promo for me.
Okay.
And his big finish, which is